Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Plant and Alien here on YouTube. As you can tell from the title of this video, it is actually something other than Riverdale. Which, that's not to say I'm not about to make another Riverdale video, but the one I'm posting right now ain't Riverdale related, so surprise, surprise! So anyways, as you can tell from this title, it's about Avengers Infinity War. Yes, I know, I'm late to this party, honey. I showed up way too late, but you know what? I got some things to say. Okay, first let me start with, I was like, okay, it took a while for me to watch Avengers, okay? I didn't see it in theaters, and I didn't want to watch it in shitty quality, because I like watching those movies in, like, great quality, especially with subtitles, but I watched it in good enough quality, no subtitles, unfortunately, which, alright, that's okay, but I finally watched it with my brother, and, oh my god, I say his name, like I say my brother, and he's legit calling me. That's so, like, I swear to God, that happens a lot. It's fucking weird. But, okay, so Avengers. So, yeah, it took me a while to watch it, but before I even watched it, there were so many spoilers. Like, I kind of already knew that Loki died in the Vision, and I kind of already knew that everyone was, like, super upset at Peter Quill, and I was like, why? And I'm like, oh my god, he got one of my characters killed. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna hate him. But to be honest, I don't really have any anger towards him. Yes, I see why people are angry. Like, I thought they were angry for a lot bigger reason than the reason they're angry for. I understand why you're angry, because I was angry too. I was like, what the fuck? You could have just waited, like, fucking 10 seconds and they would have got the freaking thing off Thanos. All you had to do was wait. Peter, why? But I understand where he's coming from. I mean, him and Gamora love each other. It's been obvious, you know, since basically the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy, more into season 2, fuck, I'm in Riverdale mind. More into season, oh my god, I said it again. More into 2 of the Guardians of the Galaxy. There we go, because I'm on fucking TV show mode or whatever. But, yeah, I understand, like, I mean, it's hard to control yourself. Could you imagine if that was Tony and Thanos had just said he killed Pepper? I mean, I don't know. Would you really? I know they were so close to getting his thing off and the stones. They were so close. So close. But then it's like Peter let his anger get the best of him and he attacked him. Therefore, Tony had to stop trying to take off his hand thing and had to get Peter away from Thanos, which left only Peter being able to take it off, but by that time it was too late. Thanos got the upper hand, and he got to keep the stones and his, what would you call it, like, his hand? I don't know what you would, I can't remember what they called it, like I don't know, like his robot hand, whatever you want to call it, his stone hand. But yeah, so, like, I was super upset when Peter Quill did that. Like, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? We were so close. Like, and of course, you can't, you know, have it be that easy. But I thought people were upset at him for a lot bigger reasons. But it is true that if Peter wouldn't have attacked Thanos at that moment, then, you know, the Vision wouldn't be dead. Well, Gamora would still be dead, unfortunately. But the Vision wouldn't be dead, Bucky wouldn't have disappeared and died, and Peter wouldn't have disappeared and died, because they just went into dust, which they're not gone for good, no. No. But yeah, Peter Quill, I was super upset. I was yelling at the TV, I was like, they were so close, how could you do this? But I legit thought people hated him for a way bigger reason. Like, I honestly thought he killed one of my characters, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna hate him. But it wasn't that big a deal, like, yes, what he did affected the rest of the movie and affected the rest of the characters and how they were going to live or die and how he was going to become all-powerful, you know? Like, I understand, but it's like, and so I don't, like, hate him for what he did. I understand why he did what he did. And, I mean, I kind of also know, like, this is how the movie has to go. You can't make it so easy, like, oh, we got the stones back in the first, let's just say, hour of the movie out of 2 hours. And it's like, it really wouldn't work out that way. So, I mean, the Peter Quill thing had to happen, and it's not like it's unusual. I mean, I saw Peter Quill doing that. Like, I mean, when he found out his dad killed his mom, like, he legit snapped. So, just imagine finding out the girl he loves is killed, has been killed, is dead. Like, I mean, yeah, he could have waited, but also in that moment, you got to think, how would you feel? And how would the others react if they just found out the love of their life basically is dead? Come on. Like, it wouldn't just be Peter who did that. It would be other characters as well. But Peter was the one who did it, so therefore he got the shit end of the stick and got a lot of hate. But I honestly don't hate Peter Quill, you know? Like, I don't hate him for what he did. I understand it, and I understand why it needed to be done for the movie. But, of course, in that moment, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because they had it almost off completely until Peter just snapped. And I was like, oh, my God. But anyway, so the Peter Quill thing wasn't... I don't hate him, but, yes, I was angry in that moment. Of course... Now, moving on to Loki. Loki ain't dead. No, 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 he ain't dead. No, no, no. I'm going to keep saying that till it becomes real. He ain't dead. Like, no, no. Like, I know all the people like Peter and Peter. Oh, my God. I meant to say Peter and Peter because Peter Parker, Peter Quill. And then, oh, Groot. Oh, Groot. I love teenage Groot. He's so cute. I just love him. And then Thor understands him, and it's just like, ah. And I love, Groot and Peter going back and forth because, Groot's a teenager, so, he's all moody and, but he still is there to fight. I love Groot so much. I'm sorry, I just love Groot. But, God, yeah, he had to disappear. Also, I find it very interesting, the ones who got to stay and the ones who disappeared. Like, most of them were original. The ones who got to stay were original Avengers, but then there was Raccoon. Raccoon? Oh my God. I am, like, so stupid right now. Rocket. He is a raccoon, but Rocket, got to stay. Nebula got to stay. I don't know her name, but that girl who was with Black Panther, because I haven't seen the Black Panther movie yet. Don't hate me. Like, I'm going to watch it. It's just Avengers was the first one on my list. And I'm kind of immersed in that 70s show, so it's hard for me to watch movies when I'm thinking about the show that I'm currently binging, so, But, yeah, Loki... No, 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 no. Like, I have hope. I'm living in my happy... fucking pretend hope bubble that the remaining Avengers are going to get the stones back, turn back time completely, making everyone who died alive again, and then destroying Thanos. Because, legit, I even said, I was like, why don't you just chop his fucking head off? And not even 2 minutes later, he even said, you should have went for the head. And I'm like, dude, I said that too. Like, even the guy even the guy who's the villain, who people are trying to kill, even said you should have went for the head. Because really, if you went for the head, he'd be dead. How hard is, chop off the freaking head, man. When I said that and then he said it, I was like, I told you if you would just chop off his freaking head, it would all be done with. Hello. But also I think why, I want to say this too. Oh, I want to stay on the Loki thing. Okay, well, I'll come back. Don't worry. It's a whole full circle thing. But also, I think why Doctor Strange gave up the stone, because remember, he said he would protect the stone even if it meant Tony and Peter died, Peter Parker. Because that's his, what's it called? That's his job, he's the protector of it. But he also saw all those millions of different ways this could go, and only out of those 14 million, only one of them is the one they succeeded. And so when he gave the stone to Doctor Strange to save Iron Man, he said, I had to do it, before he disappeared. And I think why he had to do it is because out of those 14 million ways this could end, and that one way that it could end with them winning, clearly meant that by giving up the stone, that was how they're going to win this. That's how I kind of looked at it, because he said it was the right thing to do, meaning maybe that one little thing, that one chance that you guys win is because the stones are given to him. But it's he was given the stone and then everyone started disappearing. Like when Bucky, I didn't see that coming. Like when Bucky's like, Steve. And it's like, he's just like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, is he dying? Like, I know for sure, like, the ones who, like, did that, like, dissipated, like, Black Panther, Peter Parker, stuff like that, Peter Quill, you know, Groot. I know, of course, they're for sure going to come back. I mean, I believe we're going to get the stones and just rewind the time, you know, like, I feel like Loki is completely gone. Like, I do feel like Loki is dead, because even Tom Hiddleston has talked about, like, him playing Loki, you know, and how it's been the journey till now, and it's like, maybe they're just trying to make me think he's dead. Because, like, no! They're coming out with another Thor. Like, you gotta have Loki. Like, I love Thor. Don't get me wrong. But I love Loki, too. Like, I love Loki. You can't kill Loki. But you know what it is? He died basically for his brother. He died basically trying to kill Thanos, which was stupid, because it's like, dude, you ain't gonna do it. Like, come on, you ain't. But I give him props. I mean, he definitely couldn't let Thor die, which, hello, he is your brother, which was so touching. Like, 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 Loki can't be dead. Like, I'm so, like, if the Vision comes back, which I want him to come back too, then so should Loki. And Gamora, like, no. Like, you can't actually just kill these people off. They can't actually be dead. Like, no. I'm going to keep believing that we'll get the stones back. We'll fucking go back in time before everything happened, before Thanos even got any of the stones, and they'll kill him, ending it completely, and everyone else is back alive, and I'm so happy. Because it's like, like, I feel like Loki's dead. I feel like he is dead, like he's not coming back. But no, please, no, because, I want Loki to live. Like, you can't kill Loki. Like, how they killed Loki in, like, the first, like, 10 minutes of the movie just, like, totally shook me to my core. That's when I knew, oh my God, I'm in for a world of pain. I'm gonna be super sad throughout this. Because I was just like, no. I was like, there's no way. There's no way that he's gonna kill him. But when I saw him with a knife and he was gonna attack Thanos, I was like, oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. And lo and behold, he was. Like, no, 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 he can't be dead. No, no, not Loki, no. And then the Vision, like, I like him, and Wanda, like, okay, I like them, I ship them. It's like, why can't, you know, no offense, but we got Wanda and Vision getting together, and those 2 years they got to spend together. Why can't, and it's obvious that, you know, Captain America and Black Widow were together for those 2 years as well, as well as the Falcon. Yeah, I don't like it. But, so, like, it would have been nice to know if, like, maybe Steve and, Natasha, you know, got together, because, like, in the comics, Captain America and Black Widow get together, and it's like, where's this in the movie? Like, I know it's not all about couples, but if you're going to include, like, Wanda and Vision, or Gamora and Peter, or Pepper and Tony, like, all the time, then can't you include Black Widow and Captain America? Like, come on, man. Like, Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson are best friends. They have the best chemistry. How can you just not have them in more scenes together and have them romantic? Like, I guess I understand it, but at the same time, like, I want it. I really do. So yeah, Loki, not dead, not dead. Also, well, he is dead, but it's just like, God, I don't want him to be dead. Like, because if he's dead, then the Vision has to be dead. I mean, let's just be honest. There's a hole in his fucking head. I mean, he's dead. Like, oh, man. Like, but wait, if they got the stone back, they could make another Vision. They could make another Jarvis, you know? But it's like, it's just like, so, like, Loki, Gamora, are they dead? Are they not? The Vision, you know, like, are they coming back? Are they really dead? Like, I feel like Loki's really dead. The others, I don't know so much. But it's like, I want Loki to live. Like, man, I'm going to live in a bubble of hope that Loki's going to come back to life, just along with the Vision and Gamora. I'm just believing it, not letting it go. One other thing else I want to talk about is I love how now everyone, when they were basically dissipating into dust, it went pretty quick. But with Peter, it went a lot slower because even though sometimes we might tend to forget, or because we're watching the movie and it's not like we're thinking, oh my God, this guy who's playing Spider-Man is actually a kid in high school. We're not really thinking it because we're at war. So we're just thinking of this fight going on. But when he is dying, when he is slipping away, it's showing you that he is really just a kid. And he is fighting this huge war. But he's still just a kid. And also, his bond with Tony is so, special and strong that having him, kind of die in Tony's arms and Tony being there to watch him disappear, I think that was purposely done, of course, intentionally done. It was meant to be done that way because Tony had this vision that everyone would die, and he could have saved them, but he didn't, and all this stuff. So he had that vision. So, this vision was coming true. But it wasn't even that. It was, this kid that he had got him into the Avengers is now dead, And it's, and the bond they have also played a part in that. And I think it really broke something inside Tony, really broke him. Because he doesn't know about the others disappearing, He doesn't know who's still alive, who's dead. But that scene with him and Peter, it had a lot of meaning because of the relationship between them and because Peter is just a kid. And also, it was a scene that really ripped out your heart, stomped on it, and then fucking threw it back in your face. So, yeah. I was I love Peter Parker. Oh my God. Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be the villain in the second Spider-Man. Woo! I'm ready. Honey. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. But yeah, the Avengers Infinity War, that's really what I want to touch on, just that few little things, because, Loki, no. But, yeah, God, this was so good. It was really good. And, oh God, Captain America looked so fucking fine. They all look super hot. Let's just admit that. I don't care. Boy, girl, what the fuck ever. They looking good in the movie, Even when they're green or put together by pieces, it's you badass. Or you hot. No. But, yeah, I loved Captain America's, whole, scruffy look, long hair. And then I really did love that Black Widow is blonde. Because it was something different. And I think it was a change we needed. Because Infinity War started a whole new kind of Avengers in a way. Kind of started a whole new, fresh start of the Avengers. And starting out basically where they began with just these very few Avengers that eventually grew, but now the only ones remaining are the ones who were the original Avengers, which I find very interesting and stuff. But also Rocket was still Nebula, but I think that's because they also play a huge part in getting the stones back. Rocket's very handy. No offense, he's a raccoon. He can get into little places. He's good to have. Nebula she's the daughter of Thanos, so clearly, there's that. Because, Gamora's dead, so clearly we probably need someone who's connected to Thanos to help us. And, Nebula is totally down for killing him, especially finding out that her sister was killed. Because, Gamora saved Nebula, and in return ended up dead, which sucks. But, yeah, Avengers Infinity War was just so fucking good. And, oh my God, Cap knows how to make an entrance. Can we just say that? Captain America made two of the most epic entrances. He's just walking in there with Black Widow, Falcon, and I'm just damn, woo, making an entrance. Man, he knows how to make an entrance. Even my brother said, which my brother never says shit like that, but he was damn, second time, and he made that entrance, and I was yep, I know. He making the entrance. And just knowing that him and Natasha were together for those 2 years just makes me super happy because I ship them, even though they're not happening. I still ship them. And it's just nice to know, oh man, for 2 years, it's been Cap, Falcon, and Black Widow, and it's yay! I love that. But yeah, that's just what I really wanted to touch on. That's basically it. God, Thor losing his brother Loki and crying, saying, what else do I got to lose? Because he already lost his brother, his dad's gone, his home's gone. And it's oh, so bad. And now he has 2 eyes again, which I was totally cool with the one eye, which I didn't see that coming to begin with. When that happened in Thor, I was whoa, what? Like, I honestly didn't see his eye being taken. Like, no. But now he has an eye, but I wonder if he's going to go back to the patch, because, like, I don't know. I guess he'll keep the eye, yeah. I'm guessing he'll keep the eye. It's better to have both eyes. Because I honestly would have wished he had both eyes for when Loki was being killed, because even though I could see his emotion through that one eye and through what face I could see behind the fucking metal mask, it still would have been a lot. I think it still would have been better if his two eyes were being shown so that you could really see the emotion and him, you know, seeing his brother die. But it still was very emotional, I mean, and then him going to the body as the planet is basically exploding, like, you can't kill Loki. Like, he's the best bad guy, man. You can't kill him. Like, he's so good. Like, no, 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 not happening. You're not doing this, man. You're not doing this. And now, you know, even though we most likely will win in part 2, it's like people could still die. Like, more people could still die, and people who died could not come back, and it's like, nah. I'm nervous for that shit. Like, I'm really nervous. But, yeah, so I really loved Avengers Infinity Wars. I thought it was fucking awesome. Like, it was so good. Like, action-packed, and I mean, just all of them together again, and just everyone, you know, and it was just so cool. And just the way a lot of them were introduced to each other. And, of course, I love Peter Parker. I really do. Tom Holland is just love. But I love whenever he meets Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange introduces himself as Doctor Strange. And, because Peter's like, I'm Peter Parker, you know. And he's like, Doctor Strange. And he's like, and Peter's like, oh, so we're using our made-up names. Well, I'm Spider-Man. I love that. Like, just those little moments. And then when Tony's like, what are you doing here, you know, and it's, you shouldn't be here. And he's like, you want me to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but if there's no neighborhood, how am I supposed to do that? Which is true. So it's like Tony can't say shit, so he got to continue fighting. But it's like, oh my god, I was so nervous. Every time Thanos got Spider-Man, I was like, oh god, this is when he dies. 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 But that wasn't until the end, because I kind of knew that was coming, but not how it was coming or what was going to happen. I figured Tony and him were going to have that, you know, moment of, well, he's dying, and Tony's watching as he dies. But, yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about Avengers Infinity War. That's just a few little things I wanted to touch on, because, like, the whole Loki thing is just like, no, no. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just like, no, 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 no. Please, no. No, no, thank you. I need Loki. Like, I know he's most likely dead, but I can live in a reality. I mean, wait. I can live in a fantasy world. Like, dang, man. Like, I love... Okay, anyways. So, yeah, this is my quick little points on Avengers Infinity Wars. I mean, fucking epic. I can't wait for part 2. Like, part 2, and then we get the new Spider-Man, which is supposed to start filming this month in New York. So it's like, hello, waiting on that, because I want to go. Like, could you imagine Tom Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal and Zendaya and Jacob meeting them? Oh, God, I would pass the F out. You know I'll be doing take that, because I'd be like, oh. No. But, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video about Avengers Infinity War, and, yeah, so I'm going to go. All right.